Griffin Johnson have officially broken up, and here's everything we know. I'm Gianna Rosenberg.
I'm Gabby Conti, and this is your 24/7 celebrity news. Oof. Sorry, Grixie fans here. Just 2 weeks after Griffin and Dixie made it official, it seems like these two have broken up following a cheating allegation. Fans started to suspect that something was going on between these TikTok sweethearts when they noticed that Dixie had unfollowed Griffin on both Instagram and Twitter. Then TikTok Room reported that Griffin had changed his Twitter header from a photo of him and Dixie to a group shot of him and his friends. Then TikTok Room posted a video that explained what was going on. The video was from Madison Gailey, who posted a green screen TikTok titled, "Keep watching if you want to see me expose Griffin Johnson." In the video, Madison pointed to screenshots of Griffin adding her on Snapchat, asking her to send photos of her toes, saying he's single, by the way, and that he plans to see her in LA. Then Dixie DM'd Madison on TikTok saying, "Hey, LOL. Gosh, I can't believe this happened. How embarrassing."
I mean, honestly, shout out to that girl that exposed Griffin. I love when girls do this.
Me
like,
too.
you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like we have to stick together. I hate to say it. I'm going to say it anyways, though. The male gender can be a little shady and not as emotionally driven as us females. And that's a fact.
Right. Yeah.
So I just think that's fact. However, this being said, I am really happy that this girl came forward. I think the way she did it was a little... I have mixed feelings about this because it's like the whole world knows. Like, couldn't you have just DM'd Dixie on your own so the whole world wouldn't know? You know, when I saw this...
Yeah.
I mean, my jaw just dropped and my heart is like broken for her.
It's just so personal, and like, you know, I think we've been in relationships where people cheat on us or we cheat on them, and like, it's never a good thing. So to have that exposed and the specifics of how they cheated, it's just a lot. Yeah, and I do wish that this was a private conversation.
Yeah.
But I wonder, since Dixie responded, "Hey, LOL," if maybe Dixie gave Madison the green light to post this. It's possible.
Oh, that is possible.
But, you know, didn't really want to see like she was involved with it, but because I feel like Madison seems like a girl's girl who, you know, she wanted to share this to Dixie, and then I don't know, but or she could have just done it without Dixie knowing, because why would she have included Dixie DMing her?
Honestly, that's a really good point. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Because, yeah, like, actually, I feel like, realistically, that's what she would have done. She would have slid into Dixie's DMs and been like, "Hey, made this video, made this TikTok, like, do you want me, like, can I post this?" Or, like, given her the rundown.
Right.
And then, boom, the entire internet knew. That's how Griffin found out that he was being exposed. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Shame on Griffin, though. I'm sad. I'm really upset. I feel like these two were just getting started. We have shipped them since the beginning.
We have shipped them so hard. We've been big fans of the two of them. They were so adorable. Also, I feel like this relationship kind of started to grow after Charlie and Chase had broken up. And so we were kind of like hoping for that other like TikTok couple. And I mean, they just were so cute with each other on social media.
Yeah.
And even though they have been like together, I think now since February, it feels like, they just had kind of made it official.
Right.
Down to that Dixie was about to drop a YouTube video about like just them as a couple, which she ended up changing the name for.
So savage.
So savage.
So amazing.
But so good. And we're hearing in the comments that there's a lot happening right now in terms of who's unfollowing who on Instagram. We saw it a little. TikTok Room did a good job covering that as well. But apparently Taylor Holder has unfriended or unfollowed Griffin. Charlie has unfollowed Griffin. I feel like a lot of other Hype House members, even though Dixie and Charlie are no longer in the Hype House, they definitely have the elite alliance there.
It puts all of the friends and all of the different content houses in a weird position.
Right.
Because it's like you clearly see that he is the villain here. Dixie's the victim.
Right.
But it's like when you're bros with someone, how are you like, that's my bro, but like, bro, that was not cool. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
So it's kind of an interesting situation.
And when the news came out, also Bryce Hall had like a little bit of a meltdown, it seemed like, where he was basically like cursing out the Hype House, which kind of makes it seem like, because, you know, Griffin is his bro, and the Hype House definitely has Dixie and Charlie's back, so he kind of seemed like to be like annoyed with all this. But we don't have confirmation if Bryce tweeting all that was directed towards the scandal, or if it maybe had to deal with what's happening with him and Addison, which we will get into later.
Yes, okay, so moving on, you guys. Dixie also commented on this video with a ... in quotes. Then the rest of the TikTok community started to weigh in. First, Thomas comments on Madison's TikTok, "Guess Chase wasn't lying," which is a response to Chase outing the TikTok community on cheating on their significant others a few weeks ago. And yes, Chase did say back then that Griffin cheats on Dixie. cheats is the key word there. Then Charli went to show her love and support for her sister by tweeting out a beautiful shot of Dixie with the caption, "Appreciation post for the baddest biddy I know." Then Griffin tweeted, "Who wants popcorn?" To which Dixie fired back, then deleted, "Glad everything is a joke. Really, really hurts," before Dixie went private on Twitter. Honestly, like, I'm so annoyed that Griffin had the audacity to tweet anything like that after what he has done.
Well, it wasn't, so there was what they were tweeting, and then after they had stopped tweeting, it was the tweets they were liking, and Griffin liked to tweet about there being two sides to every story, which, like, yes, they are two sides to every story, but you were just caught, like, red-handed. And I do believe that, like, you know, I've heard a lot of people do cheat on Snapchat because they think it goes away, it disappears. To them, it doesn't feel like cheating because there's no record of it. Luckily, Madison was able to get the screenshots and have the proof. But yeah, I mean, this happens a lot.
Also, people put like a scale of cheating. They're like, what is it for you? Is it texting another girl, being like, "Hey, what's up?" Is it saying like, "Well, I'm not officially official with my girlfriend, so I'm single," or is it asking for like toe pics? Like, that's freaking weird.
I mean, well, no,
it was a joke. Well, I think that was a joke.
It's a joke, or it could be what he's into. And you know what? We should not yuck anyone's yum. So you know, if that's what he's into, good for him. But no, but it is awkward that this information comes out because it's a very personal thing. It's something that Griffin isn't open about. And also, if he's going around telling people on Snapchat that he doesn't have a girlfriend, like, what else is he doing when he's going out without Dixie and talking to people? You know, because we know that as they're not supposed to be doing, we know that a lot of the TikTokers have been hanging out at parties recently. And also, Dixie and Griffin had been apart for a majority of the quarantine. Right. Now they're both in LA. Like, what happened during that time?
I feel like their relationship really peaked during quarantine. Yes. I think they got together, then they did Attaway General. They both got casted, you know. And then they came back to LA, all was happy, and then apparently Griffin was just being shady behind her back. However, I will say, I don't know what your opinion on cheating is. Actually, I kind of do because we're friends. But mine is like, if you even ask someone to hang out and we are dating, that feels inappropriate. Because it's like, unless, I don't know, like maybe I'm too old-fashioned or too strict with it, but I just feel like that's just inappropriate and not necessary.
It is. I mean, when you're in a relationship with someone and you're exclusive and you're in a monogamous relationship and not an open relationship, yes, any degree is cheating. Texting another girl, even like liking another girl's photos, like openly.
That really makes you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, and they're like thirst traps. Like liking thirst traps is one thing. Liking a friend's career accomplishment, that shows support. But liking another girl's bikini pic, like I would classify that as cheating. And then of course there's the making out and getting intimate and all those levels. Like that's another. That's more like obvious cheating. But then there's also emotional cheating too. Emotional cheating is when you're texting someone else the things that you should be texting your partner.
Yeah, like. Yes, whether it's like to go, hey, you want to go grab drinks if you're like of that age, or or do you want to like hang out, go get lunch, maybe make TikToks together? Like, I don't know, for them, maybe that's like where these, all these kids are thinking it's inappropriate.
Is it like just seeking attention from someone else who is not your significant other at any level, whatever that is? But yeah, and there was the other theory too that they had gotten, that Griffin and Dixie, like I also wonder if part of their relationship, like how much of it was real, how much of it was for show, because remember they were dating in February and then they were kind of quiet, and then as Attaway General came back out, that's around the time where they went public with their relationship. So, I hate to like break this to you, but there are a lot of Hollywood relationships that are really just for clout and show. Yeah. So we don't, I mean, it could have been that, but we're seeing that people right now are actually shipping Dixie and Taylor right now, which would explain why Taylor unfollowed Griffin to probably make have that clean slate.
Here's the thing, this excites me. So we had Taylor in here months ago, right? We had him in here and I asked about Dixie. And he got really like blushy about it, red in the face, and he was like, we're really good friends and we don't want to ruin that. And then weeks later, like a few short weeks later, her and Griffin start sparking, and then they're eventually getting more serious and dating. I've always shipped Taylor and Dixie because I am a huge Taylor Holder fan.
Right.
But I really see maybe them having a second shot. I think they were like kissy very secretly.
Dixie admitted that she did. I don't know if she said specifically Taylor, but she did say that she made out with someone from the Hype House.
It was Taylor.
It was Taylor.
100%.
So yeah, so she definitely admitted to that. So I mean, there is a possibility that this could be. I think after enough time has passed, I feel like you need to process a breakup. I feel like it's not healthy to go from one relationship to a next.
So true.
But I think after Dixie takes a little breather, I mean, I think we ship Dixie and Taylor. I don't know if you guys, let us know if you ship Dixie and Taylor.
I really do.
I really do. I think they sound great together. And so yeah, we don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so then what happened is Griffin then liked a tweet by a fan who commented on this drama by tweeting, "Everyone in the comments, please stop, like we don't even know the whole story yet," to which Dixie commented, "LOL." Then for some more subtext, Dixie then liked a tweet saying, "Griffin, I beg you to please treat your next girlfriend good." Even though Dixie went on private on Twitter, she seemed to be very active on her second account, My Dixie Wrecked, as she commented on an old post with her and her dog sticking their tongues out with the caption, "Will I ever find a guy who actually likes me and that doesn't play with my feelings?" Dixie then commented on this after the drama with Griffin by answering her old self with her current self, saying "LOL no," obviously referring to Griffin. And then Dixie posted another shot on her second account of her smiling to the camera, throwing up peace signs with the caption, "So disappointed, TBH. It is what it is, and everything happens for a reason." And of course you're disappointed. I mean, after every breakup.
Don't you just want to like hug her?
I do.
Because like I feel like girls go through this, correct? Like everyone has their own opinion. This is my opinion. Don't come at me. But girls go through like the whole cheating thing. I feel like a lot more than guys do. It does happen to guys a lot.
Yeah.
Girls are shady too. But like I've just watched all my girlfriends go through this. Like I've gone through it. You've gone through it.
I've gone through it. Yes.
Now I'm like watching Dixie, this young, promising, super talented girl, go through this with the world watching, and like my heart just really hurts for her.
It hurts, and then the other thing I worry for her, and I worry for anyone who goes through this in a relationship, is that of course, like I feel like that at one point Griffin is going to try to win her back, and then if she gets back with him, all of us are going to be like, "What are you doing?" You know?
I know it's hard because in real life when you're not super famous, your friends and your family do that. They're like, okay, well, we'll be supportive, but once someone shows their true colors, they're gonna do it again. They just are.
And I will argue, I don't believe in the phrase "once a cheater, always a cheater," because I do believe that people can grow and they can change and they can learn.
Absolutely.
I do feel though, if you have been cheated by someone in a relationship, that means that in their head mentally, the relationship is over to them, that this is expired, which is why people cheat, because they're unhappy or unfulfilled in their current relationship.
Right.
So I do feel that when someone cheats on you, I feel like personally, you should move on from that relationship. But I don't think that like Griffin is always going to cheat on every single girl.
Yeah, no way. Yeah.
But he blew his chances with Dixie for sure. And I hope she realizes that.
I 100% agree with that. I think he will grow from this. I think he'll learn from this. These two are also very young. So, I mean, unfortunately, the younger you are, the more this is bound to happen. I think that's just a fact. However, I also want to say I just really agree with the fact that if you cheat on someone, it's also extremely hard to rebuild that trust. Like once that trust is broken, you're always going to think about that. You're like, oh, why did he look at her that way? Or why is he texting this person? And maybe nothing's going on, but it's like you can't get that out of your head.
Well, and it creates also an unbalanced power dynamic in the relationship, because the person who's been cheated on will always hold that over the cheater. And then also the person who's been cheated on will also have major trust issues.
Right.
Like it's really hard. It takes time to rebuild that trust and believe that when your partner's on their phone, you're going to be assuming they're on Snapchat and messaging girls to send pictures of their toes. When really they're just like looking at some dumb meme. Like you'll never know, and it takes a lot of time to rebuild that trust.
Absolutely. My thoughts as far as Dixie, I feel like she has an amazing support system around her. Like we all feel like we know the D'Amelio family from their big presence on social media. I think she has her sister who's also like her best friend. I don't see her going back to Griffin. I think he really messed up, and I think he's going to really feel that in the next couple of weeks. I see her being super strong, super independent, bouncing back from this way better than she was when she was in that relationship. And I'm excited for the future, and I think the next guy that dates her is going to hear about this and be like, I would never ruin my chances with her.
Well, yeah, now the standards are so much higher, not just for herself, but also now that she's a public figure, I feel like no one will want to put her through that again.
Right.
I feel like everyone has her back. I do think that she will meet someone great when she's ready, but I also cannot stress enough the importance of having downtime between relationships. And as she had said recently to Hollywood Fix, that she's just focusing on herself, which I 110 support, because I feel like the best way to get into another relationship is to build yourself strong, because the stronger you are, the less likely you are to fall for something like this, because I guarantee you that there were more than this as a sign that what Griffin was doing was shady.
Totally, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure she felt.
Which is why she was like, done.
Right. Like these red flags don't come out of nowhere.
No.
You see them and you feel them, but you like love your relationship so much and you want to believe in it. And if your person has not given you a reason to not trust them in the past, it's really hard to do that until you have concrete evidence. But yeah, you know what? I just see these two growing apart completely, not getting back together. I don't know what you guys are thinking. Definitely let us know. But that's how I see it, and I'm really excited. I think Also, Dixie has a lot of really exciting stuff going on right now. She's dropping Morphe 2 with her sister Charlie.
Yeah.
That just came out. And
that line looks amazing. And
right.
I feel like, it's always the best advice about a breakup I've always heard is to turn your broken heart into your art, like put it in your art. And I feel like they're doing that with their content and their business. So I think that there's nothing but great things ahead for Dixie. And I do hope that moving forward with her, that this doesn't break her in terms of trusting again, but that she, I think you should be able to trust everyone until they prove that they are not trustworthy.
I agree with
Which
you.
obviously the trust of Griffin has been broken for sure.
And you learn to listen to those red flags a little harder.
Yes, you do.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Okay, you guys, so after all of that, then Griffin tweets, "I'm over 2020. You can say that again. Then the Hollywood Fix caught up with Dixie and Charlie and asked if Dixie has a new crush now, to which Dixie laughed and said no, that she's focusing on herself and that's important. And Charlie chimed in saying her sister is an independent queen. And for all of you still wondering if Dixie and Griffin have officially broken up, well, yes, they officially have. Dixie confirmed this breakup not once, but twice. First by telling fans before posting a YouTube video on her and Griffin, of her and Griffin, saying, "We actually broke up, but I have this video scheduled for today and I'm posting it anyway." And then changing the title of her YouTube video, "My Last Date with Griffin Johnson." Savage queen. I was so here for that. Like, I've been watching this like a hawk. I mean, even the TikTok she posted.
Yes, I know.
I just like it's sad because it's he must. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine how Griffin is feeling watching all this happen.
He's been shamed, and I kind of feel like he deserves it to some extent. I do feel like relationships are private, but I'm kind of happy that this has been exposed. So for the next girl he tries to date, she's like, "Oh wait, didn't you slide into someone's Snapchats and ask to see pictures of their toes?" Like, or So I feel like it's kind of good that has happened. Also, let's not forget Dixie had just released her first song a couple of weeks ago. I feel like perhaps there'll be a new song about breakups, and I feel like we could all use a feel-good, like independent woman anthem. So I feel like perhaps that's coming soon from Dixie, which would be very exciting. I mean, look what it did with Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift and Nessa Barrett. She just released Pain, and I mean, obviously all the fans are speculating that song is about her ex / now best friend, Josh Richards. So I agree. I think we're gonna see the same thing from Dixie, which is super exciting. Be Happy was like #1 trending video on YouTube forever.
And it's so catchy.
It's so catchy, and like it's really sad. Griffin obviously was like super supportive of Dixie and her, pursuing her artist side. But now I think these next songs she's going to be putting out are very inspired, probably by this situation, breakup, Griffin, all of the above.
And look, we loved Grixie. We definitely we stand them, we ship them. We were such fans of them.
Yeah.
But I think everything has its time, and I feel like this relationship is over, and we should accept that and wish nothing but the best for both of them. Also, on the other end, Griffin had been attacked on social media. He turned off all the comments on his TikToks. I think he also went private or turned off things on social media, turned off the comments on social media. While I feel like Griffin has suffered enough. He's lost the love of his life, I'm assuming. So I feel like bullying him and sending him hate is just not necessary. And he's probably hurting a lot too. He probably didn't think that his actions would ever come to fruition, that people would see this happening. It's very embarrassing for him. So, while we obviously don't approve with what Griffin did, I feel like we just need to send nothing but love to both Dixie and Griffin, because we do both love them as creators, and we just have to keep on supporting them. And mental health is real, which is what Griffin had posted about, and that he suffers with mental health issues. So telling him things like you suck, you're the worst, or just trolling him is just really not necessary right now.
I don't even think that's not going to help him. That's not going to take his actions back. What happened. I don't think we should be sending him hate. I do. I think people are saying things to him, but it just needs to be said the right way. You made a big mistake. Hope you learn from this.
Hope you will grow. Hope you won't make this mistake again. Excited for you and your journey of figuring out how to not be like this anymore. I don't know, because that's the problem with cancel culture. I do feel that people can grow and change, and I do believe that part of Griffin doing this is his immaturity, and that he will be spending his time learning how to grow up and be more sensitive and be a better boyfriend.
Cancel culture defeats the purpose of learning, growing, taking responsibility. You don't even give that person a chance.
Yeah, they're no, they're
so it's
done. I don't think that we should cancel, because I've seen that too. It was trending that Griffin Johnson is over party, which I really think that's not kind
cool
at all.
Yeah.
And I think we should just be kind to each other and be kind to these influencers that you know, they show us so much of their private lives and their
Yeah.
personal lives that we should respect that for sure.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
again, you know, as digital influencers, I think they're always kind of telling a story. They will like put things on for a video and do
Right.
things, but I think this is very real for both Griffin and Dixie, and we should kind of respect that. You know, all of this has surfaced all over the internet over the last few days, and I think now it's kind of time to, you know, just celebrate what is next for them and moving on to
And
bigger and
moving
better
on,
things.
and like, you know, get excited because I guarantee you that Dixie will be releasing new music, and hopefully we'll also see a positive change in Griffin and how he treats women.
Yeah, this is true. I mean, he can
Yeah.
only grow
He can only
from
get
here.
better, okay? He's not gonna keep doing this, hopefully.
Definitely. I want to read through the comments a bit before we finish up
Yeah.
with what you guys are saying, what you're weighing in with. Shout out me, please. Beviana Dario.
Hello.
Shout out to
Shout
you.
out.
Should we go up? Oh,
Should it be?
what?
Someone said, should it be socially acceptable to pick a wedgie in public?
Honestly,
I mean, try to hide it.
I do it sometimes.
Don't do it in someone's face. I feel like you could just kind of do it discreetly. Bradison and Bryce and Addison, yes, we have a story coming up, so stay tuned
On our YouTube channel.
On our YouTube channel, and just keep watching this channel because we are getting down into the latest tea with Bradison. And yes, Andrea, hello. You get a shout out.
Callum, what's up?
You get a shout out, Callum.
Kyla, thanks for watching. Mwah.
Hey, Vicky, hello. Thank you for watching. Alexis Squires, hello. Olivia, hi.
Hey, girl.
Oh God, it's going so fast.
I know. Now it's all happening.
I know. R.I.P. Grixie, that is for sure.
Taylor and Dixie, big ship. I'm
Big
with you,
ship.
Kyla. I'm like so here for that. Whenever she heals and her heart is back together, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I hope that works out for sure.
Kamara. I think it's Kamara. We love you too. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
we love you all. Thank you guys so much for watching and weighing in with all of this craziness that's happening.
Yeah, let us know, you guys. What do you think about Dixie and Griffin's breakup? What do you think, you know, the future holds for them both?
Yeah, do you think this is for real? Do you think they'll get back together?
Yeah, let us know. Thanks for watching. I'm Jana Rosenberg.
I'm Gabby Conti, and follow us at Hollywire for your 24/7 celebrity news.